top headlines. CBFC urges Manipur government to enforce Cinematograph Act 1958. Security forces step up anti-extortion drive in Manipur. 2 KCP cadres apprehended. Putin assures Arangchi of backing off de-escalating Iran-Israel conflict. Hello, welcome to ELITETV's Prime Time English News Bulletin. I'm your host, Deemita. Now the news in detail. The Central Board of Film Certification (CBFC) Regional Office in Guwahati has called on the government of Manipur to ensure strict reinforcement of the Cinematograph Act 1958 to regulate the public exhibition of films, videos and related content in the state. In a letter dated June 23, 2025, Additional Regional Officer Dipankar Gogoi IRTS emphasized the need for compliance with certification's requirements. The CBFC, the sole authority for certifying films and visual content for public exhibition across India, has tasked its Guwahati office with overseeing the Northeast region, including Manipur. Gogoi's letter expressed that all films, videos, advertisements, trailers, promo videos, songs and other visual presentations must be certified by the CBFC before public screening. The official has requested the Manipur Chief Secretary to issue instructions to district administrations ensuring that no uncertified content in exhibition anywhere in the state. The letter also notes that violations of the Cinematograph Act 1958 are cognizable and non-bailable offences under Section 7 and 7A, with appropriate actions permissible under the Nagarik Suraksha Sanhita Code of Criminal Procedure 1973. Gogoi urged for prompt action, stating that such measures would be highly beneficial. Copies of the letter have been sent to the Director of Art and Culture, Government of Manipur, and the Deputy Commissioners of the Imphal West and Imphal West for the information and necessary actions. Local film bodies such as Film Forum Manipur play a crucial role in the certification process by acting as an initial authority to censor Manipur films before they are submitted for public screening. These organizations help ensure that regional content aligns with cultural sensitivities and legal standards, facilitating smoother compliance with CBFC guidelines. Security forces have intensified intelligence-driven combing operations and coordinated search missions across the state of Manipur. These proactive steps have resulted in the apprehensions of 2 active members of the proscribed Kanglei Park Communist Party (KCP) in separate incidents. On June 23rd, acting on specific intelligence inputs, security personnel arrested Sadokpam Manoj Maitei, 23 years, an active KCP operative, from his residence in Sagolban Moirang Hanubale under Lamphel Police Station, Imphal West District. Authorities recovered 1 mobile phone and 2 SIM cards from his possession during the operation. A day earlier, on June 22nd, another KCP cadre identified as Nongthombam Roshanta Singh, 45 years, and a resident of Huikap Maghalaikai under Andro Police Station, currently residing at Kiam Sifai Khong Hanbi in Thawbal District, was apprehended by the security forces. The operation was conducted under the jurisdictions of Thawbal Police Station. Recovered items including 2 mobile phones, 2 SIM cards and a wallet. Officials confirmed that the operation were part of a broader campaign to dismantle the extortion network and ensure peace and security in the region. The arrested individuals are currently under interrogation and further investigations are underway to trace their links and involvement in the extortion cases. As Sikkim marks 50 years of its merger with India, Professor Mahendra P. Lama, Chief Economic Advisor to the Government of Sikkim and Senior Professor of Jawaharlal Nehru University, has laid out a thoughtful vision for Sikkim's next chapter, one that redefines the state as India's green destination by 2047. Speaking on a podcast commemorating Sikkim's transitions from monarchy to statehood in 1975, Professor Lama spoke on the journey of a tiny Himalayan kingdom that has emerged as one of India's most peaceful and progressive states. He highlighted the unique identity of Sikkim, grounded in four strong pillars: political history, biodiversity, cultural harmony, and constitutional safeguards under Article 371F. This, he said, have helped preserve Sikkim's distinctiveness while allowing it to integrate successfully into the Indian Union. Unlike many other northeastern states, Sikkim has remained peaceful. There is no insurgency, no violence. It is socially cohesive and politically stable, he noted. Sikkim's per capita income now stands around 7.5 lakh, among the highest in the country. In 1975, the state has nearly 85% of its population below the poverty line. Today, that figure is just 2%. But the journey hasn't been easy. Despite its integration, Sikkim faces major challenges. We are the most integrated state in India emotionally and institutionally, but the least connected physically, Lama observed. With only one national highway that remains blocked for months and an underused airport, connectivity remains Sikkim's biggest concern. He stressed that better transport infrastructure, including rail and road links, is urgently needed. Adding to this, in the looming threat of climate change, the devastation glacial lake outburst flood in October 2023 serve as a painful reminder of Sikkim's environmental vulnerability. We are victims of disaster but are rarely considered part of the solution. Sikkim must become a knowledge hub for climate resilience, he said. The Assam government has formally released the final delimitations and order for 81 villages recently incorporated into the Borderland Territorial Integrity (BTR), signifying a crucial milestone in the administrative restructuring of the Borderland Territorial Council (BTC). The final order, sanctioned by the Governor of Assam, follows an extensive consultative process involving multiple stakeholders. The incorporation of these villages into the BTR was carried out through a series of official notifications issued by the Welfare Borderland Department, notification number E-233475 or 272, dated December 31st, 2022. Notification number E-233475-303, dated November 6, 2023, and notification number E-233475-387, dated September 21st, 2024. In accordance with Rule 3, Clause 2 of the Borderland Territorial Integrity Election Rules of 2004, a draft delimitations order has been previously issued for public scrutiny. Stakeholders, including political parties, community organizations, and individual citizens, were invited to submit their feedback, objections, and suggestions within a 7-day window. The task of overseeing the delimitation process was entrusted to a designated authority through notification number E-610-598-125, dated June 3, 2025. Following this, a draft delimitation order was formally issued on June 5, 2025, notification number ACS/LWOBLEC/COP/CA/04A/2025/03. District Commissioners of Udalguri, Tamulpur, Baksha, Shonitpur, Nalbari, Darang, and Vishwanath were directed to disseminate the draft among local stakeholders and compile comprehensive reports based on the response received, including observations and recommendations. And now let's take a short break. Stay tuned for more updates.
Mobile furniture na lagliba wedding season asigi anau contemporary wedding set furniture sing puduna lakchari loina na Manipur de ihan hanbo oina wedding set laibiba matamda 24 karat ki 5 gram ki gold coin free gift oina bizari Mayam lengsin biraktuna mobile furniture ki 3rd edition The Great Wedding Sales Gold Offer asi pre-booking tawbiduna khudongchaba si lawbiho.
Offer asi akupa information khambinabaidamakta sangai porokda laiba mobile furniture la lensanbiyo.
Manipur University of Culture the affiliate tauba UGC gi guidelines su follow tawriba Ka Manipur Hindustani Sangit Mahavidyalaya Kakching da tha taragi oiba foundation course amagi admission haujare hiram sing adudi Hindustani music vocal tabla guitar sitar nat sankirtan pung isai cholom Manipuri folk traditional amadi classical dance loina na English Manipuri cultural studies amadi computer science akakna basit masingni hana lakpa mahiro singda khudong chawa pijagani last date of admission 31st July 2025 institute asigi graduate singna SSC MPSC UPSC examination sing thaba yai akupa marol gidamak 9378018891 or 9856334264 da dial w natraga Mahavidyalaya asigi principal ga office award tanabiyo.
Welcome back again. You're watching ELITETV's Primetime English News Bulletin. Train services across part of northeast India have been severely impacted following a series of landslides near Jatinga Lampur railway station, prompting cancellations and partial operations of key long-distance trains. According to railway officials, continuous falling of debris, including boulders and mud, throughout the night has made the railway track unsafe for operations in the affected areas. As a precautionary measure, the Northeast Frontier Railway has announced the cancellations of several trains scheduled for June 24. Kanchenjunga Express will remain cancelled between Sobrum and Lumding. However, it will operate between Lumding and Sealdah as scheduled. Restoration efforts are currently underway with engineering teams deployed to clear the debris and access track safety. Authorities have urged passengers to check for updates before commencing their journeys and cooperate with railway staff during this period of disruptions. Arunachal Pradesh is making rapid strides on the digital front, with Chief Minister Pema Khandu reaffirming the state's commitment to bridging the digital divide and empowering rural communities. Over 3,500 villages in the state now have access to 4G connectivity, bringing remote regions into the fold of digital India. Further expanding the network, Vishad links have been successfully established in 827 grams panchayats, ensuring that even the most remote villages remain connected. Under the ambitious Digital Bharat Nidhi initiative, 531 sites have been planned with a target to cover 1,042 villages, opening doors to seamless digital access, better governance and new economic opportunities. Arunachal is rising on the digital highway, connecting people, empowering communities and creating opportunities across every corner, Chief Minister Khandu said, highlighting the state's steady march towards inclusive digital development. Villagers of Peki Modi in Arunachal Pradesh Upper Siang district have urged Chief Engineer, Central Zone B of the Public Works Department (PWD) to intervene in the ongoing road constructions from the PWD road to Peki Modi, citing poor quality, deviation from alignment and damage to vital infrastructure. The appeal, spearheaded by the Vigilance Committee of the All Milang Welfare Society, follows a comprehensive field visit conducted jointly with village leaders, Gaon Buddhas, Panchayati Raj representatives and members of the Milang community. The committee expressed strong dissatisfactions of the current executions of the project, claiming that both the department and executing firm have strayed from the sanctioned route. In a formal representations, the committee alleged a significant deviation in road alignment, particularly between Tati and Sipi Karong, have resulted in dangerously steep gardens, making the route unsuitable for vehicle traffic if not corrected. The vehicles also raised concern over repeated complaints met to the executive engineer at PWD being ignored. Further aggravating the issue, the villagers highlighted collateral damage caused by the roadwork. They claimed that a Sipi Nala irrigation canal constructed under the Pradhan Mantri Krishi Sinchai Yojana (PMKSY) in 2022-23 has been damaged over a stretch of nearly 1 kilometer. The canal was made to irrigate the agricultural lands of Kurung Mate, Halaroga and Siang Bayang and was built with central funds amounting to crores of rupees. For ELITETV News channel, contact the email address info@elitetv.in or 9402890982 and subscribe to ELITETV YouTube channel or follow on Facebook page, Instagram and X for more information about the channel. And now let's go with the headlines once again. CBFC urges Manipur government to enforce Cinematograph Act 1952. Security forces step up anti-extortion drive in Manipur. 2 KCP cadres apprehended. And Putin assures a round tree of backing in de-escalating Iran-Israel conflict. And that's a wrap for today. For more updates, keep watching ELITETV's English News. Thank you and have a great evening.